Welcome back to career mode. You may notice we have a different Bastion than we had last video, and that's because I had to sell our old car because there was a bug with the RLS career mod. So I got us another car and I tuned it up very similarly. This is a pretty good track car. While I do this lap, I want to talk a little bit more about this vehicle because I was very brief in that introduction. All in all, I'm in this car about $50,000. I bought a Bastion Sport GT or something. It was a 20,000 mile Bastion GT. I paid about $40,000 for it. Then I put $20,000 apart, so I guess it's more of $60,000. I'm not as happy with this car as the last Bastion we had, but it's still manageable. I just think I have a little bit too much power. I think I upgraded it a little bit more, and it definitely is squirrelier than the last one, but we'll get used to it. That's just part of me not being used to this car. I wasn't exactly paying attention, and I've just made a $10,000 mistake. Between towing and the insurance repair, this is going to be really expensive. I should not have been looking at my recording, and I should have been driving on the road. Alright, so I just went ahead and financed the drag garage here. So now we own this and the Chinatown garage, which gives us more vehicle slots. But the only downside, we actually have to pay it off. In order to do that, let's make some drag racing money. I also went ahead and put a manual transmission in the Bastion here because I was tired of that other transmission having so much wheel spin. I think the best course of action to make some money drag racing is doing the APM drag racing series. This is the first mission. Let's see how we do. I'm not going to bore you with watching that 18-second drag run, but this car is terribly slow. I hope we get some faster cars later on. After doing some drag races for about 5 minutes, I've worked my way up to some faster cars now. So now instead of just boring you with slow stuff, we can actually get a little bit of speed. So let's go ahead and stage it up. Launch. Yeah, this car's got a little bit of speed to it. I'm gonna guess that's like a 12-second car, maybe. Yeah, 12,161. I cut a 097 light, just barely hitting that bottom requirement. There's the $2,000. If I can make one recommendation to the RLS team of something they should add, I think they should have a drag racing tournament where you have an entire driver's bracket, and you're racing a whole bunch of people, and it's like continuous. Instead of starting a new challenge, you're going into the staging lanes and all that. I don't know, maybe that's too much to ask, but I would have so much fun with that. But anyway, this Centilla seems pretty fast. 140 mile an hour, it looks like. Yeah, we're going to hit 140 miles an hour. I think there's probably about a 9 to 10 second run. Yep, 9.8 second run. There's the time slip for anybody interested. And now after this, I think we're going to get into the actual drag tune cars. So this is meant to be a bracket race, but I couldn't find a place to set my dial in, which is unfortunate, because bracket racing is really fun. I love bracket racing. But let's see how fast this Corvette is. Terrible launch. I don't think I know how this car works. I'm not used to it. But it is really fast, I'll give it that. Like, we're going 160 at the end of the line. Try and stop it without crashing. Please don't hit that wall. Okay, well, I'm sorry whoever owns this car. 1034. This car should have been way faster than that. We had a 2-second 60-foot. That reaction time is bad for that reason as well. But the next car I think is a Bastion Drag, which shouldn't have that weird launch. So let's see if it's any better. Yeah, I think this is just the drag configuration that comes with the game by default. So I'm pretty good with this car. I'm going to show off here. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show off with a red light. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again, and let's not red light this time. There we go. I think that's a pretty good light. And it said again that there's something about a dial, and I don't know where you get that. I would love that though, because I love bracket racing. So if you know how to work that in BeamNG, let me know in the comments, because I am not entirely sure where to find that. But this run was definitely better. Running 897 in that time, it's a perfect light. And yeah, that 60-foot isn't great either, so this car is some kind of launch thing I'm overlooking, which I'm not used to that. But there's one more, so let's do the last challenge that they've got here, and then let's make some money by other means, because all our finances and loans are bleeding cash. I've made $10,000 drag racing, and I only have $4,300. So this is a pretty interesting vehicle. It's the Bruckle 9. This is the last drag race in the APM, which is sad, because this is fun. Let's try and launch this one a little bit better. Okay, I think that was a lot better. It is definitely faster than the other ones. At over torque risk, that's always fun. Let's see if that was a decent time. 8:29 with a 0:34 light, no 13:20 60 foot. That's pretty good. But now that we're done with the APM events, let's try and make some money through other means because we are quickly going broke. I figured a decent way to make some quick money would be doing the APM cargo runs because these pay a couple thousand per run and they're pretty easy. So let's bang some of these out real quick. I don't think I'm following the course I'm supposed to, but it'd be funny if I still managed to get there on time. I don't think I was supposed to go that way. I'm gonna hit the jump. Yeah, this is definitely what they want done to their truck. They want me going over large jumps. Oh, and they want me to hit this wall at the end, right? Yeah, they do. All cargo delivered. Please tell me I don't have to go back. Place cargo inside the marked area. Okay, where's the marked area? Maybe I shouldn't have crashed because apparently I have... Oh, it's this orange circle right here. I can do that. Alright, did I make the time cutoff? No, I didn't. But I did make this 2-star. So that's going to give us $1,200 to work with. Yeah, look at how much we're bleeding from our finances and loans. I've got like $200,000 in debt right now. But it'll be okay. We'll just do a couple more of these. Alright, looks like we got a bed full of wood this time. And while I do this, I want to talk a little bit about my plans for the season of career mode. I mentioned this in, I think, the first episode, but I really want to build a race team. It's a new feature they added to the RLS. And it looks really cool. I haven't actually seen it, but just the thought of owning a race team in career mode is really cool to me. I haven't looked at it because I want it to be a surprise for me as well. But that is one thing I want to do. That's the primary objective this season. But overall, I just want to have a whole bunch of cars that we can call ours and a whole bunch of fun builds. So let me know your ideas for car builds in the comments. I'm always open to reading y'all's ideas and seeing what you guys want done because in the end, it's for you too. You're the ones watching the videos. I just create them and have a good time in career mode. This bed full of wood is definitely messing with my traction. No wonder it's called load dynamics. I wonder how it's going to do on this jump. It's probably going to completely break the rear axle of this truck. Yeah, that did not sound good at all. Let's not hit the wall this time because I'm not convinced I would be able to turn around and come back into the circle. I think this time I did make the time cutoff. Yeah, I had 1 minute and 55 seconds to do that. I crushed that. So there's another easy $3,000. I'll take it. I did a couple more missions, and now here we are with a sunburst with a couch on our roof and a trailer. This is going to be interesting. We have 1 minute and 16 seconds to do this course, and I did 1 minute and 9 without any cargo. So this will be interesting. But I cut a lot of the stuff out, which makes me ask the question, would you guys rather watch this raw gameplay and just have a little bit of talking over it, or would you rather I just cut around it and I just show the highlights and the progress we made? Because that's definitely something I am trying to decide whether I should leave in or not. So some input on that would be much appreciated. But let's finish this delivery now. We're about halfway through the course. This car is handling it a lot better than I thought. Where am I supposed to go? Okay, I royally screwed up. We're probably not going to make the cutoff. We'll probably have to restart this one. Somehow the sunburst is pretty capably handling this trailer. It's going to be interesting going over the jumps over here, though. Probably going to break some stuff. I don't think we're going to have to reset the mission, though. It looks like we're going to make the time cutoff, or at least be very close to it. The sunburst handling the jumps with the trailer quite well. Almost lost the couch, had a ratchet strap break. Stop, stop, stop. 1:33 seconds. Oh, okay, we're redoing that. I did decide to restart because we were pretty far off of the run. I don't know what happened to my steering wheel. My force feedback's gone. That's annoying. But let's see if we can get a better time. I got 1 minute and 36 seconds last time. Coming around on the final stretch to the jumps again. This is attempt number 3. I wasn't happy with the times I got before, so let's see if we can actually get some stars this time. It's looking like our time is a bit better. Gonna lose that couch and stop in the circle. It counts. 1:20. Okay, we missed the 3-star by 4 seconds, but I'm not too worried about it because I'm on a time crunch here because we've got debt that's getting paid off every couple of minutes, so we really can't afford to be min-maxing every single star. Looks like I've got $145,000 left in my loans, $27,000 to the money grab bank, and $118,000 on our garage. Alright, I went and finished all of the APM cargo deliveries, and I made quite a bit of money. But as you can see, we still got $113,000 we owe to the bank, but we got $18,000 in the bank, so we got a little bit of headroom in case we can't make money fast enough. But we really have to get this debt paid off fast. Alright, so it's been a few days since I recorded that last half of the video, and I just got done editing it, and I was listening to myself, and I realized I sounded completely soulless. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and have a little bit more energy for the last half of this video. But I haven't really done much. Actually, I haven't done anything at all. I haven't touched a save since I last recorded. But we're going to go down to the Quarry, and we're going to do some Quarry missions because they make a ton of money, and we really need to get this loan paid off. We've got like $110,000 of debt or something, and we get charged every 5 minutes or so we need to go to the Quarry and make some money. Once we get all our loans paid off and we have a little bit extra cash in our pocket, I think that's when we're going to look for our drag car and start building our drag car. I have a couple ideas for cars we can use, but I'm not too sure what we're going to go with. What is that? Why is he missing so much of his parts? Is that like a Joe's junk car or something? Why is that spawning as traffic? $34,000 to do 12 tons of rocks? That's a steal. Let's take that fast. Wow, that's really good pay. I think these Quarry missions is one of the most fun things they've added to RLS. I just love driving this front end loader around and actually getting paid to do it too. I had a mod before BeamNG officially added this front end loader. I had a mod, and it was a front end loader, but it wasn't nearly as good a quality, but I still had a ton of fun with it, so I'm really glad that now it's officially supported because that was a really outdated mod. Just like that, we've already loaded the required amount. We only have to give them 12 tons, and we've loaded 16 tons, so we can send that truck off and get our money. Alright, as soon as I send this truck off and he gets up to that little booth up there, we're going to probably get about $35,000. Because this was a $50,000 contract, and they're going to take 35%. But that'll put us at $80,000, which is about how much we have left on our loan, putting us in a pretty good situation. Alright, let's finalize that and get paid. And yep, we got $35,000 almost on the dot. So now we can go to our loans. No active loans. I see. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what happened to my loan, but I definitely didn't pay it off. It was just there. But I guess if it's gone, I'm not complaining. So I guess that puts us out of debt with $89,000. So now I think we can start building our drag car. Alright, so it's been yet another real life day of me trying to record this video, and I've done nothing but run into issues. You may notice Sebastian looks a little bit different, and that's because I had to quit my game pretty abruptly for some storms last night. And it caused something to happen to the save where the lease, or the loan, got deleted for the garage, and our bastion got deleted. So I've just had to go into the save files and do some pretty hacky workarounds. But I recreated the car best of my memory. And I also have our money at a pretty similar place, and I also leased to the garage. So we're all good now, but it's also taught me an important lesson. Before I open career, every single time, I'm going to back up our save so I don't have to do this ever again, because I am getting quite annoyed, and I'm sure you are too, because stuff keeps changing and you never know. But I'm going to do my best now. I'm going to try and keep everything consistent. I'm going to try and fix any bugs that I see, such as that car driving without an engine. But now I think we're good, and I think this bastion's going to be here to stay, because like I said, I'm going to start backing up my save every single time, so that if something does happen, I can just go to the backup. But I think we're good now, so we're going to now hunt for our drag car since we have $70,000 in the bank. Man, wouldn't it be cool to turn the Moonhawk into a drag car? Let's set a route and go check this thing out. We're not going to take our bastion because that thing's probably going to get parked for a very long time with the amount of issues I've had from it. I mean, we're still going to drive it, but I'm going to try and keep it in the garage whenever possible. So we're going to take our Charrier and we're going to go check out this Moonhawk. Is that a freaking limousine? Man, what is this game spawning for traffic? This is one of the craziest traffic selections I've ever seen. That dude's hauling logs. Alright, so we're arriving at the dealership here. Wow, that thing's even got a racing stripe already. That actually looks really nice. It's even got some race tires. We'd probably swap them out anyways, but I mean, all in all, just looking at the exterior, this thing looks really good. They're wanting $35,000 for it. They're wanting $30,000 for it, sorry. The estimated market value is $26,000, so we'll probably negotiate it, but we don't even know if we want it, so let's test drive it. Starts up good. It'll spin the tires. It's only got 220 horsepower and it'll spin the tires. Let's look at the inside. Yeah, pretty standard inside. Looks pretty good. I think cosmetically this car looks really nice. Let's just do a test launch real quick. Brakes need replaced. Yeah, it's not great, but it's not terrible. I mean, if we can get this thing and walk out the door for less than 30 grand, I think this will be a really good drag project car. This thing could turn out really, really nice if we put a little bit of effort into it. So yeah, I think we're gonna buy this car. Let's go negotiate and see if we can get a better deal. All right, so I'm gonna submit 22,000. They're probably not gonna take it, but they might counter something. They got a decent amount of patience. Okay, they countered with market value. I'm just going to bring it up to 25,000 flat, and if they don't take this, then I'm just going to take whatever they give me because I don't want to lose this. Yeah, they're holding firm and their patience dropped down. So yeah, we're going to agree to 26.5. With sales tax and insurance, we're going to shell out about $31,000. That's still a good deal, and I think we can make something happen with the rest of our money. Man, how nice is that? We got 3 vehicles we can call our own, and pretty much 2 garages. We're going to buy the drag garage eventually. It's just leased right now because I did not want to deal with anything more than I had to when I was digging in the save files. Alright, so I just put about $40,000 into this car, and I haven't even started it up yet, so let's see how it sounds. That sounds pretty nice. I kept the long block in it. I don't know how much wear and tear it has. And this thing probably needs an oil change too. I didn't check all that. But I did slam out every single thing I could, including a stage 3 long block and a supercharger and all that. So let's just do one pass and see how it launches. Let's do a burnout first. Well, that's something. I'm going to do a first person pass just for my sake. Holy crap. This thing was standing on 2 wheels there, man. Okay, we're already getting limited in 3rd gear, which is not great. This thing is going to need some tuning, but considering the fact we just bought this and it's running at 11 seconds without touching any tuning, really, that is really good. Let's watch this launch. Oh, it's not going to do it on the non-prep surface, but that launch was crazy. I'm probably going to use that for my thumbnail, honestly. After I sold all the old parts from this thing, I was able to dump another $30,000 into this car, and I replaced the engine and the transmission and added nitrous, but it's still idling really weird. So I don't know what the deal with that is. I checked its oil and everything, and I replaced it. So I'll have to look into that. Maybe it's normal, I'm not too sure. But after doing what I just did, let's do another run and see if it's any better. Alright, let's do a drag run and see if it's any better. Let's try burnout. Burnout's not going to happen. This thing's just got too much grip, I guess. Nitrous is on board. Probably going to do a manual shot of nitrous. Yeah, this thing launches like crazy. Alright, nitrous on board. I think this is 2nd gear. Shift to 3rd. We're not even going to get close to the top of 4th. Okay, we ran at 1041. That's pretty good. We gained, let's see, about 14 miles an hour. I think some transmission tuning, and this is going to do a lot better. But, I mean, overall, that's a huge improvement. Alright, so I just increased our final drive quite a bit. And what I mean by that is I shortened it. I took it from like a 3 to a 4. And I also increased our RPM limit from 5,000 to 6,500. It will do a burnout now. I don't know if that has to do with the final drive or the RPM limit, but this thing gets crazy squirrely when you try, so we're not going to do that anymore. We clearly don't need it. That launch just got even crazier. Alright, nitrous is on board. 4th gear. Okay, that was a 9:49. That's our best time yet. We gained another 20 miles an hour. So yeah, this car has a lot more potential just with a little bit of tuning. But now that we have a drag car, I would love to continue this episode because I'm having a great time doing it. But I just don't have time if I want to upload this tomorrow. So I think that's where I'm going to end it. Next video, I want to start grinding some money. We're probably going to go to another map and just do a whole lot of cargo deliveries because I really want to get that race team going. But I think that's going to do it for today. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all on the next one.